That's a perfect amount of cheese. Hey everyone, it's Michelle. Hope you're all keeping warm. It is freezing cold in Alberta. It is, I think it said minus 38 with the wind chill. And that is why I'm not working today, because I drive a school bus and it's all canceled. Thank God. Anyway, so I decided that I want to make some soup. So I'm going to make cream of broccoli, cheddar, and potato soup. Now, I've never made this before in my life, so I'm hoping it turns out. So I'm going to start with chopping up some onion and celery and carrots. I gotta saute those in the pot. And let me know what kind of soup is your favorite on a cold day. Also helps when I have a garbage open right beside me. Okay, so I'll set this aside. Now I like buying those carrots with the stems still on them because they're the most flavorful. I hate buying baked carrots because I don't know what they put on them, the chemicals, and they're not the best, but this is all I have to work with, so this is what we do. Okay, I'm just going to give these a quick chop. Okay. Now I've already cut up from the other day. I cut up and washed some celery. So I'm just going to chop up. The recipe asks for just a couple stalks, so I'm just going to do this. I am not a pro cook by any means. I just try to do the best I can to feed my husband and I. Okay, so we're going to go over to the pot so I can melt some butter and saute these vegetables. I'm going to add a tablespoon of butter. Let that melt for a bit. And I'm going to add my vegetables. And I'll saute these. Oh, I should add some garlic as well. So I'm adding just a couple teaspoons of minced garlic. Give it a stir. My God, I love it when I saute onions and other vegetables. It smells so good. Okay, so I'll let those cook for a bit. Okay, I'm going to add a couple tablespoons of flour. And salt and pepper, just to taste. I like lots of pepper. Okay, give it a stir. Okay, I'll add my broth now, very slowly. I'm putting 2.5 cups of chicken broth in. Just going to give that a stir before I add the other half. Get all the bits off the bottom. Get another half a cup. All right, let's get these potatoes peeled. Okay, throw away all my peels. Give my potatoes a wash. And chop them up to bite-sized pieces. Again, I'm probably just gonna give the soup a mash after everything's cooked. But I want the potato to get cooked quite quickly, so I'm gonna chop it into smaller pieces. And I will shred some cheese. Now I'm supposed to be using sharp cheddar, but I don't have any, so we just cook with what we have. So I think this is about 1.5 cups. And if I want more after a bit, then I'll just cut more or shred more. Okay, we'll go back over to our pot. Okay, now we're gonna add our milk. I'm gonna put the whole recipe in the description below so you don't have to play the video over and over and over to get the recipe. You can if you want. Hey, I don't mind. So there's your milk. I'm gonna add the potatoes. Try not to splash everything. Just kind of setting them in the pot so I don't splash. Now we're going to give it a bit of a stir, and then we're going to bring it to a boil and let it simmer until the potatoes get nicely soft and cooked, probably about 15 minutes. Okay, let's check on this. See if our potatoes are fork tender. A little bit longer. Okay, while the potatoes are finishing up, I'm going to chop 2 heads of broccoli. I'm sure everybody has their way of cutting broccoli. Mine's probably not the best, but it's what I know, so that's what I do. I don't want a lot of stem in my broccoli soup, so I'll cut that off. That's it. It's so handy just having a towel to wipe my hands off on. And then that goes in the laundry afterwards. Okay, our potatoes should be done by now. Let's check. Oh yeah. Okay, let's add in our broccoli. And some Parmesan cheese. And give it a stir. Now we're gonna cook this until our broccoli is tender. Now I don't know about you, but I kind of like my broccoli a little al dente, so I'm not gonna cook it till it's really soft. Probably about 5 minutes, I'd say. Broccoli looks like it's perfect for me. Before I add the cheese, I'm going to give it a little mash because I want it more creamy. I'm going to leave some chunks in because I still want it chunky, but I want it a little bit more creamy with smaller chunks. Oh, this masher works perfect actually. Okay, let's add some cheese. I'm going to turn off the heat now and then just add my cheese in. Add it in a little bit at a time just so it's not all glopped together. That's a perfect amount of cheese. I'm gonna have a quick taste. And I'm the only one that's gonna be eating this soup because my husband doesn't like broccoli, so I can use the spoon. Oh my God, that is so good. The right amount of seasonings, even salt. I never get the salt right. Oh, gotta have another taste. Oh yeah, maybe more pepper. So good. You guys have got to make this. Even if your family doesn't like broccoli, like my husband, I'm going to make him try it because it's delicious. But even if your family doesn't like broccoli, there's so much other taste, so many other tastes in here that I think they'll love it.